Hello and welcome to the North Penn High School Gymnasium, where the 20-1 North Penn Knights will take on the 15-6 Owls of Bensalem. With a win tonight, North Penn will clinch the Patriot Division for the second time in 2 years. A win for Bensalem means that they'll be seated in the top 10 for the Quad A playoffs. Also, if North Penn wins tonight, they'll be seated in the top 4 for those same playoffs. Let's take a look at the Suburban 1 Patriot Division top standings. And leading the Patriot Division, North Penn at 20-1, Bensalem 15-6, Pennsbury 12-9, Neshaminy 12-9, Council Rock 12-10, Truman at 15-4. Now for the starters for North Penn, number 52 Jason Wallace, number 22 Jay Jamison, number 30 Kevin Biagas, number 41 David Hall, number 21 Mike McKenna. And the starting 5 for the Bensalem Owls, number 13 Hasten Bush, number 23 Jack Howard, number 32 Reggie Jackson, number 33 Anthony Grandy, and number 42 Kristen Lewis. Right off the bat, David Howard missing a late up there. It's number 13, Hasten Bush, controlling the ball for Bensalem. Gives it off to Lewis. It was pressured by Hall. Gives it up to Jackson. Jackson over to Howard, brings it back up top of the key. Bush getting guarded by Wallace there. Passes it off to Lewis. Lewis driving in. Gets the ball stripped by Mike McKenna. Jamison pushing off the floor over to Hall. Hall down by the baseline, gives it into Wallace. Wallace spins, moves in, puts it up, off the rim, gets punched out by Bensalem. Mike McKenna picked it up. Jamison controlling here at the about midcourt for North Penn. Hall gives it inside to Biagas. Biagas back outside. Jamison looks for the 3, does not take it, goes in, off the glass for 2. 4-0 now in favor of North Penn. Jamison with a nice down the baseline layup off the glass. Bush has the ball now, almost gets it blocked. Down the corner to Lewis. Lewis back out to Jackson. Jackson driving. Bush with the 3, no good. Hall coming down with the rebound. Biagas losing control of it. Picked up by Anthony Grady, who'll put it in for the layoff, but misses it. Jamison back down. McKenna gives it off to Biagas. Biagas loses it. But Anthony Grady gets called for the first foul of the night. Jamison inbound for the Knights. This is the Hall in the backcourt. Hall controlling, gives it off to Biagas. Biagas driving in the paint, puts it up, no good. Tries to come down with the rebound. Jackson bringing it up, driving in, over top of Wallace, no good, off the glass. Biagas with the rebound. Ball stolen by Lewis. Puts it off the glass, no good. Biagas came down with it to Jamison. Hall thinks about it. Passes inside the walls. Gets stripped by Bush. Jackson bringing it up the court. Ball almost stripped by Jamison and Hall. Bush down on the corner. For 3, Lewis, no good off the rim. Still no good. Wallace controls the rebound, gives it out to Jamison. Jamison getting pressured from behind, double teamed off the walls. Wallace over to McKenna. McKenna thinks of it, almost gets it stripped. Jamison controlling, covered by Lewis. Down the corner, McKenna. McKenna sets for the three. No good. Off the rim. Grady came down with that rebound. Gives it up to Jackson. Controlling for Bensalem. Driving in. Passes it off. Traveling called on Bush. McKenna an inbound to Jamison. Jamison in the corner, loses it, lets it go out of bounds. Bensalem ball. Jackson an inbound. Howard back to Jackson. Over to Howard. Pushed down in the corner. Foul called on David Hall. Didn't call it for the blocking foul. Jackson the inbound. Hall to midcourt. Gives it over to Jackson. Jackson back to Howard, almost picked off. The Lewis in the corner. Double teamed. Gives it in the middle. First point of the game. Bush with the layup off the glass. Jamison down the corner to McKenna. McKenna back to Jamison to Wallace at the top of the key. Inside to Biagas. Gets popped out of his hands. As Bensalem gets called for the foul. Number 33, Grady, getting called for the foul. Inside to Biagas. Biagas driving, gets it stripped. Fight for the ball on the floor. They'll just hold it up. Jump ball called. Giving it back to Bensalem. A little confusion here as the Bensalem coach goes out to the ref and asks him what's going on. Bensalem coach kind of disgusted about something. Talked to the other ref. I was wondering who the foul was on. It was on number 33, Anthony Grandy. That'll be his second foul. Jackson to bring it up for Bensalem. Gives it off to Howard. Stolen by Jay Jamison. Will wait. Biagas laying up off the glass, and it's good. He'll take the foul. Biagas will go. He'll shoot two. Oh, excuse me, he'll shoot one here. Going for the three-point play. That's great defensive play there by Jay Jamison to strip the ball from Howard. And Biagas drains it, makes it 7-2 in favor of North Penn. Jackson will bring it up. Trips over himself, gets called for the travel. And they cannot believe it here in the stands. Jamison controlling the ball for North Penn. Miscommunication there by Jamison and Biagas. Looks like they wanted to go for the alley-oop. Jackson will bring it up. Lewis controlling it now for Bensalem. Dribble it around the circle. Foul called. Number 52. Jason Wallace, as Howard was driving down the baseline up to the basket. Held takes his first, drains it. 7-3 now in favor of North Penn. Makes both of them. Wallace over to Jamison, getting pressured. Dribbles back into the middle of the court, keeps control of the ball off to Hall. Hall over to McKenna. McKenna for three, no good off the rim. Rebound brought down by Howard. Gives it off to Jackson, he'll bring it up. Off to Howard. Traveling called on Howard. Took a little extra step there. Wallace will inbound for North Penn. Jamison getting pressured here. Gives it up to Biagas. Biagas controls. Gives it up to Jamison. Jamison guarded by Lewis. Gives it off to McKenna. McKenna looks, finds Hall. Push on, looks like number 13. Hasten Bush. That'll be his first foul. So inbound under the... Jamison has the ball. Gives it over to Wallace at the top of the key. Wallace will drive. Give it out to McKenna. McKenna, Hall. Hall over to Jamison. Puts up the three. No good, in and out. Wallace grabs the rebound off the glass. Count it. 9-4 now in favor of North Penn. Jackson will bring it up. Off to Lewis in the corner. Back to Jackson. For three, no good. That was Howard. Back off the glass. Bush. McKenna with the ball now. Just stops and holds it. Drives down to the corner. Gives it back to Jamison. Jamison over to Wallace. Wallace for three. Count it! Wallace with a big three there. Makes it 12-6 now. It's not normally seen there by Wallace taking the three-pointer, but makes it on this one. Howard. No good. Biagas coming down with the rebound. That was Granny that put up that layup. Jamison will slow the pace down. Looking to take the last shot here in favor of North Penn. Takes it into the paint. Dribbles around. Wallace back over to Jamison. Just 7 seconds left. Off the Wallace, off the glass, gets fouled by number 13, Bush. Sterling McNeil coming in for Jay Jamison. Jamison needing a breather at that long dribbling. Jamison will take his first. No good off the front of the rim. Wallace gets set. Makes his second. Jackson inbound. Gives it over to Lewis. Lewis down the sideline. Breaks in. Off the glass, no good. Basket does not count. With a score, 13-6. We'll be taking a break here. We'll be back with second quarter action after this.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Every day, 10 children are killed by gunfire. It's time we said enough is enough. Find out what you can do. Call this number in your area. Not one more lost life, not one more grieving family, not one more.
We're back with second quarter action here from North Penn High School Gymnasium. North Penn leading 13-6 here at the beginning of the second. Sterling McNeil stays in for Jay Jamison. Sterling McNeil getting called for the early foul as he's diving for the ball. Jackson to inbound. Back to Howard. Howard brings it into the court. Over to Jackson. Howard has it now, controlling the ball. Good defense. It's number 21. Ian Bose checking into the game here for Bensalem. Lewis down in the corner. Quick pass in here. Sets up Howard for the three. No good off the glass. Wallace coming down with the rebound. Miscommunication there by McKenna and Hall. Gives it back to Bensalem. Howard back in the corner to Lewis. Lewis will travel as Jamison enters the game.
Come on, ref, let's get the game.
Wallace to inbound. Gives it to Jamison. Jamison will dribble. Jamison controlling, guarded by Lewis. Jamison over to Hall. Hall inside to Wallace. Wallace up off the glass, good. Howard gives it off to Jackson. Little give and go pass in there between Howard and Jackson. Howard has it go off his foot and out of bounds. Wallace to inbound. Number 24. I guess that's Friedman checking in for Bensalem. Ball goes off of North Penn now. Give it back to Bensalem. Jackson to inbound. Fitzpatrick will enter the game as Halls takes a seat. Lewis bringing it up here. Ball tipped by Biagas. Lewis for three, no good. Walsh with the rebound. Gives it off to Jamison. Jamison up, stolen by Jackson. He'll bring it up. Bad pass. Will go out of bounds. Looks like Hall will re-enter the game. As Jamison took a seat. Fitzpatrick now controlling it. Stops, takes the three. No good off the front. Sterling McNeil. Excuse me, that's Ryan Fitzpatrick getting called for the foul. Jay Jamison checking back into the game as Sterling takes a seat. Looks to be limping a little bit. Jackson over to Friedman. Ball, turnover by Bensalem. Jamison looking around him. Hall with the shot, no good. Gives it Fitzpatrick trying to get it back in, but gives it right up to Bensalem. Jackson into the paint, no good off the glass. Biagas with the rebound. 15-6, North Penn leading as Jamison gets hacked while going to the basket. Jamison to inbound. Some of the fans not liking the officiating here in this first half of play. Jamison from the corner, not going. Biagas, fade away, no good. Friedman controlling the ball for Bensalem. Jackson into the paint. Jackson over Friedman. Friedman for three. Yes, count it. 15-9 now in favor of North Penn. David Hall going in. Over top, no good. Airballed it. Jackson control. Jackson. Foul called on number 32, Reggie Jackson. Jamison gives it over to Hall. Missed pass to Biagas. Back into the corner to Lewis. Friedman over to Grady. Back out to Friedman. Jackson for three. Count it. 15-12 now in favor of North Penn. Jamison controlling the ball now. There's a couple, two unanswered three-pointers by Bensalem. Biagas driving, gives off to Wallace, off the glass, good. 17-12 now, North Penn. Freeman in the corner. Gets it to Jackson. Or excuse me, Jackson over to Lewis. Lewis for three, airballed it. Friedman will go out of bounds. Wallace into Jameson. Foul called on number 24, Friedman. Wallace will go to the line. Bush will re-enter the game for Lewis. Wallace pings it off the rim. We'll get set for a second. No good. Rebound control by Bush. Friedman will bring it up. Fitzpatrick getting called for the push foul. McKenna will enter the game as Fitzpatrick will take a seat. Friedman controlling. Jackson will go in the paint. Travel call on Howard. McKenna inbound for the Knights. Gives it off to Jamison. Hall down in the corner. Pass broken up. McKenna with it. Gives it over to Jamison. Biagas with controlling it. He'll drive in. Puts up the shot. No good off the rim. Wallace will control it. He'll go out of bounds. Jackson will bring it up. Jackson for a long three. Count it. 17-15 now. Hall looks, puts it up. No good off the glass. Jackson with the rebound. Freeman will slow it down. Friedman controlling. Inside the bush. Friedman now. Howard controlling for Bensalem now. Friedman in the corner. Inside. Jackson did not see it. Pass broken up by Howard. Howard over the top, puts it in, count it. 17 all now with 1 minute remaining. Jamieson with Hall. Hall over to Wallace. Wallace will go for the three again, short. Friedman will hold it. Bushnell has it. Bush now controlling. This is the Freeman in the corner. Bush now at the top. They're going to hold it till 7 seconds. Jackson in the corner. Howard driving. Passes it back out. Freeman controlling, gives it over to Jackson. Foul called on number 33 of Bensalem, Anthony Grady. Being called for the push foul. 2.5 left in this first half. As Biagas will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Biagas misses the first. No shot. Bush taking that last shot there, almost making it. All right, folks, it's time to strap on your seatbelts. Watch your head as you're getting in. It's time to take a look back to last year's Bensalem game.
Jason Wallace underneath. Spin. Gets it in. Bluffy finds Wallace underneath. Wallace over to Jenks. Biagas off to the left. Now, wants to play. Ooh. Jamieson for three. Standing up. That's the blue crew. Wallace. Wallace. Biagas to win. No good. Oh. Bensalem wins. Bensalem wins. North Tennis. So disappointed.
Why would anybody give someone they don't know a gift? They do it because this gift saves lives, and the need for it is desperate. Please give blood. There's a life to be saved right now. Call the American Red Cross at 1-800-GIVE-LIFE.
Who are you?
See more smoke. Smoke detector. And I see more smoke coming from that toaster.
Oh my. Thanks for warning us, Seymour.
I hate smoke. So whenever I see it, I make this noise to warn you. Because where there's smoke, there may be fire.
Be cool about fire safety.
Be cool.
Every day, 10 children are killed by gunfire. It's time we said enough is enough. Find out what you can do. Call this number in your area. Not one more lost life, not one more grieving family, not one more.
Hello and welcome back here to North Penn High School Gymnasium. We're about to start the second quarter. North Penn and Bensalem are tied now in a grudge match of a game. Not letting North Penn get into the paint, having to throw up the long balls. And so they haven't been scoring that much. McKenna back out here. Gives it up to Hall. Fitzpatrick for the open three. Count it. 20-17 now. Jackson will bring it up. Dumps it off to Howard. Back over to Jackson. Grandy gives it up to Jackson. Back over to Howard. Howard in the corner of the bush. Jackson. Howard. Inside. Howard with the three. No good. Hall control the rebound. McKenna now controlling, gives it off to Fitzpatrick. Inside to Jason Wallace. He'll spin around. Not off the glass. They'll retain the ball as it goes out of bounds off of Bensalem. Hall to inbound. All the way out to McKenna. Hall of control. Fitzpatrick thinks about it. Drives back down to the corner. Inside the Wallace. Wallace up inside the paint. Gets it ripped away from him. As it was ripped away by number 42, Lewis. As Wallace was trying to take the layup. Jackson for three. Off the... Wallace will control. Gives it into Biagas. Hall will come up. Over to Fitzpatrick. Thinks about it. Drives in. Missed pass between Wallace. Offensive foul called on Bensalem. Number 33, Anthony Grandy. Called for the charging. That'll be his fourth foul of the night. Hall to Biagas. A technical foul called on the coach. Coach from North Penn, the referees were pointing at. Howard will take the technical foul shots. He'll get it. 21-18 now. Sets up for the second. And they'll take it. 20-19. Referee's talking to the scorers over here. Wondering if it was a team foul. No, won't be added. Jackson to inbound. Backcourt to Lewis. Lewis on the near side. Still has it inside the Grady. Down the corner. Short. Lewis controls inside the Bush. Bush trying to go up. No good. Jason Wallace getting called for the foul. Steve Riley comes in for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he'll take a seat. Bush will take shots. We'll put that up. Count it. 20-20. Set up for a second. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Bensalem. He's driving in the paint. Bush, count it. 20-22 in favor of Bensalem here. McKenna now controlling the ball for North Penn. Biagas stutters. Gives it off to Wallace. Wallace back out to Biagas. Biagas driving in, puts up the layup. Nice finger roll. Tie game now, 22-22 with 4:50 left in this third period. Jackson gives it over to Howard. Back to Jackson. Little pass back. Bush in the corner. Back to Howard. Howard getting double team. Passes it out to Lewis. Lewis for three, no good. It's knocked out by Bush out of bounds. Hall controls for North Penn. Inside to Wallace. Biagas looking to drive into the paint. Short shot, in and out of the basket as Jackson came down with the rebound. Howard controlling. Into Grandy. Grandy back to Jackson. Howard for three, no good. Biagas comes down with the rebound. Inside the Wallace. Foul called on number 13, Bush. Wallace will go to the line to shoot two. Also put up his first to make it. 23-22, North Penn lead. He'll make his second. Jackson to bring it up for Bensalem. Over to Howard. Back over to Jackson. Jackson putting on the moves. Now Howard controlling. Bush driving in. Now Lewis has it. Pass goes out of bounds. Intended for Bush. North Penn inbound. Hall over to Riley. Riley for three. Too hard. Jackson controlling. He's off to Howard. Dribbles around. Gives it off to Grandy. Grandy back to Howard. Grandy now holding. Passes it over to Bush on the near side. He'll hold it. Bush going in. No good. Biagas with the rebound, gets it over to Hall. Traveling by on Biagas. As Jackson will inbound for Bensalem. Jameson looking to check back into this game as he takes a seat on the subs bench. Howard controlling, over to Grandy. Gives it to Bush. He'll hold it. Over to Grandy. He's over on the near side to Lewis. Bush now controlling. Lewis controlling. Hall getting called for the foul. Jameson will enter, and Riley will take a seat. Ball blocked. Foul called on Mike McKenna. It'll be his first. Jackson the inbound. There's nowhere to go. We'll have to call a timeout as he was facing a 5-second violation on the inbound pass. The Maidens won last night 46-45 over Norristown. They have a good chance now for tying for the National Conference, Patriot Division. And that was their last regular season game. So the Minions do have a chance to clinch at least a tie, as they won last year's Patriot Division. We're getting ready, set for action now. Jackson to inbound. Lewis down in the corner. Will dribble it around. Over to Howard. Granny with it now. Bush looking to do something. Gives it off to Lewis. Lewis over to Granny. The control game here going on in Bensalem. Trying to let maybe North Penn foul a little. Jameson over to Hall. Inside to Biagas off the glass. It'll count. 26-22. Jackson will bring it up for Bensalem. 50 seconds left in this third quarter. Jackson gets the ball stripped from behind. Foul called on Jackson for the hold. That'll be his second. Biagas almost gets the ball stolen. He'll drive in the paint, put the ball up. No good. But he'll take the foul. Jameson to inbound for the Knights. Biagas putting it off the glass, no good. Wallace will come down with the rebound. Still controlling it, puts it up and in for two. 28-22 now in favor of North Penn. 22 seconds left in this third quarter. Jackson driving, gives it over to Lewis. Lewis holding, puts up the shot. He'll take it. Jameson looking for the long ball, will run it up and shoot. No good. Just about going in off the glass. North Penn will retain its lead of 4 points as it was tied at halftime. 28-24 now in favor of North Penn. As the teams take a break, so will we. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action here on North Penn Channel 16.
They want to get me, I'm going to be ready to get them.
They just shoot. They don't care who gets in the way.
I want to be respected. This gets me respect, know what I'm saying?
I'm afraid to walk to school, okay?
Yeah, I might die. Everybody dies.
Kids shooting, kids getting shot. They're all victims of gun violence. The killing won't stop unless you help stop it. Call this number in your area for free information. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
I don't want to die.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter action here between North Penn and Bensalem. North Penn leading 28-24. Some Bensalem players that you have to watch in foul trouble. Number 13, Bush, and number 33, Grandy. Bensalem take it. Jackson holding. Gets it slapped away by Jamison, but will recover it. Will control the ball. Lewis down in the corner. Jackson for three, no good, as it'll go off the rim. Howard for three now. In and out. Jump ball call. Will go to North Penn as they retain possession. Wallace to inbound here for North Penn. Blocking foul call on number 32, Jackson. That'll be his third foul. Hall inbound to Jamison. Jamison to Biagas, gives it back to Jamison. McKenna down the corner for three, no good. Jackson to bring it up. Up to Lewis. Back over here to Howard. Over to Jackson. Corner to Lewis. Lewis controls. Jackson gives it to Howard. Howard looking for something, gives it back to Jackson. Back over to Howard. Bush controlling in the corner. Jackson with the ball. Inside to Grandy. Grandy driving, gives it back out to Lewis. Howard looks for the three, does not take it. Grandy will control the ball. Jackson over to Lewis. Bensalem wasting some time here. Jackson will take it in, no good, as Wallace comes down with the rebound. Jamison taking it into the corner. Getting double teamed. It'll stay North Penn's ball as it went off of Bensalem. Hall inbound here for North Penn. He's in and out. Jamison. Biagas down the corner. He'll drive in the paint. Looking for somebody. Almost gets it stripped. Gives it to McKenna. McKenna outside to Biagas. Biagas goes in the paint. Gets it blocked. McKenna getting called for the foul. That'll be his second of the night. Still 28-24 here. 5:35 left. Jackson will bring it up here for Bensalem. Jackson will enter. Bush gets blocked. It looks like Wallace will get called for the foul here. That'll be his third. Excuse me, that was Biagas getting the foul there. Air ball totally by Bush. Is Bush hearing it from the fans here at North Penn? We'll go for a second. We'll put that up and scores it. Jamison will control. 28-25 now. Wallace gives it up to Hall. Hall controlling over to Biagas. Biagas will drive. Off the glass, good. 30-25 here, fourth quarter action. 4:55 left. Jackson controlling for Bensalem. Bush controlling. We'll go inside. Reverse taken, and it'll get the foul. Jamison getting called. That'll be the 16th foul. That'll be Jamison's first. As Bush will go to the line to make the three-point play. Bush gets set first shot. He'll put it up. It won't count as Wallace comes down with the rebound. 30-27 now, North Penn leading by 3. Ball almost stripped. Give it to Hall. Hall controlling inside the Wallace. Wallace out to Biagas. Biagas drives. McKenna's got it. Hall now controls. Biagas stops from the foul line. No good. As Wallace will bring it down with the rebound. As over the back called on number 13, Bush. Now will be his last foul. He'll be out of the game. That's his 5th foul. It's a great game played by number 13, Bush, but he'll have to take the seat. Looks like number 24, Friedman, will come in to play for Bush. Jamison inbound for the Knights. Hall controls over to McKenna. Jamison in the corner for 3. Count it! 33-27 now in favor of North Penn. 4 minutes left in this 4th quarter. An exciting match coming to you here from North Penn High School. Lewis in the corner for 3. No good, off the rim. Jamison trying to get it. Lewis out to Jackson. He'll fake it, go in, no good. Bensalem will retain possession as it goes out of bounds off of North Penn. All the way out to Lewis, covered by Biagas. Traveling call on number 42, Lewis. Jameson will bring it back up. Hall's got it now. We'll give it to Wallace. Jameson brings it over half court. 3:25 left, 4th quarter, 33-27. Biagas dribbling. Getting marked real good by Grandy. Over to Hall. Hall in control. Jamison telling him to cycle the ball around, trying to take some time. Jamison now controlling. He'll look. Gets the ball stripped. And Lewis will get called for the foul. That'll be his first of the night. Jamison will go to the line. Timeout called by Bensalem. By Friedman. Calling that timeout. With 3:03 left, this has been a very low-scoring game with North Penn with 33 and Bensalem with 27. Tough game in the paint for North Penn. They have opened it up a little here in the second half. Both teams has got to be extremely tired. Fast-paced action going out here on the court. And with North Penn having to make up all of those makeup games in this past week, definitely probably taking a toll on them. And just the all over, this great action here from North Penn High School tonight. Jamison set to take his foul shot. Be a 1-and-1. Jamison hits and makes it. (34-27) now in favor of North Penn. Jamison with a second, and they'll make it. Friedman will bring it up the court for Bensalem. Lewis controlling. Over to Grandy. Grandy looks, finds Howard. Howard driving, gives it over to Freeman. Lewis controlling, back to Howard at the top. Grandy controlling. A lot of pushing and shoving going down in the paint. Howard will drive. And he'll put it in for two. Great job there by Howard. Jamison will bring it out for the Knights. Hall will go in, give it over to McKenna, back out to Biagas. 35-29. Just a little over 2 minutes left. He'll control it a little. Reach and foul. Called on Lewis, that'll be his second. As Jamison will go to the line again for another 1-1. Just very intense action here from both teams, both defense and offense. Jamison will sink his first one. And he'll call a timeout. North Penn will want to talk this over. The coach kind of disgusted from Bensalem with all these, I guess they were missed calls, I'm not sure. But 1:58 left here in the fourth period. North Penn leading by 5. They can hold out. They will clinch. Suburban 1, Patriot Division for the second time consecutively. And just excellent playing here. Just both teams. Torresani's probably telling them in the huddle just to keep their composure. That's what they got to do with 1:58 left. I mean, not making any stupid mistakes. If they would, you can allow a few, but definitely not to make a lot of them. As Jamison gets set to take his second of his 1-and-1. Puts it up, count it. 37-29, North Penn up by 6. Jackson controlling, gives it over to Howard. Howard over to Grady. Friedman driving inside, puts up the shot, no good. Wallace coming down with it. Jump ball. Will stay with Bensalem. Ball goes all the way out to Jackson, or excuse me, Howard. Blocked by Wallace. Foul called on number 23, Howard. Biagas laying that pick there for Hall to get out of the backcourt and draws the foul. Can't really complain about that one. Biagas just stood up there and Howard ran right into him. Biagas taking the 1-and-1. Biagas misses it. Tipped around in the paint. Wallace comes down with it. He'll go back up off the glass. Count it. 39-29. North Penn leading by 10 here with 1:20 left in the fourth quarter. Freeman will bring it up. Howard for 3. Off the rim, and it'll go in. Freeman quickly calling timeout. There's 1:09 left on the clock. North Penn up 39-32. Can't say enough about the great playing being shown here tonight. Bensalem wanting to get into the playoffs. If they win tonight, they'll be seeded in the top 10 of the Quad A playoffs. And North Penn, even if they lose tonight, they'll definitely be in the playoffs. But if they do win, they'll be seeded in the top 4. So let's just hope they win. Getting down in these last seconds, number 33, Grandy. He's got 4 fouls, so he's going to have to watch himself down in the paint. Try not to get caught for making the foul. 19 fouls for Bensalem and 6 from North Penn, so this game's going to come down to the wire. Wallace inbound for North Penn. Gives it over to Jameson. Bensalem putting on the full court press. Gives it into Biagas. Biagas over to Jameson. Less than a minute left here. Looks like North Penn's going to control this out. Hopefully. Hall. Holding foul. He'll go to shoot for the 1-and-1. 32. Jackson getting called. That'll be Howard getting called with that foul. As Hall will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Hall puts it up, in and out. It looks like he'll be taking 2 here. Since now North Penn Bensalem has 10 team fouls. Hall drains the second, 40-32. 8 points ahead, North Penn leading. A little late in running the clock there. Wallace bringing down the rebound. Jameson will rush it up the court. Blocking foul getting on number 33, Grady. And that'll foul him out of the game, as that'll be his 5th foul. Good game here for Grady fouling out. Probably didn't want to do it, but it happened. As Bensalem wanting as much time as they can to get 8 points back on the board, hoping Jameson misses both these shots. Number 21, Bose, looking to check in for Grandy. Jameson getting set in the line. Puts it up, in and out. We'll make the second. Friedman bringing up the ball for Bensalem. Jackson over to Howard. Howard for 3, short. Wallace with the rebound. Jameson will get knocked down hard on the floor by number 23, Howard. He'll go to the line again. Number 10, Morris, will check into the game for Howard, as he'll sit down with 4 fouls. Fitzpatrick looking to enter the game here. We'll bring out McKenna. 41-32, favor of North Penn. 9-point lead, 29.6 seconds left. Jameson first, in and out. Let it set for a second. Puts it up, count it. 10-point lead here for North Penn. Friedman will bring it up the court for Bensalem. Now 10 points behind. Lewis for 3, count it. Bensalem calls a timeout with 17-7 left. As 42-35, North Penn leading. To remind you again, if North Penn does win tonight, they'll clinch the Patriot Division. If we can get another look at those standings there. And we see that North Penn is on top with a, if they win tonight, they'll be 20-1, clinching the Patriot Division. Bensalem will fall to 15-7. And North Penn will be taking on Truman this Monday night here at North Penn High School. So stick with us. 17.7 seconds left here. It's coming down to the wire. North Penn inbound. North Penn has just got to control the ball off this inbound pass and get it into the court. Biagas will control the ball for North Penn. Foul called on Ian Bowes. That'll be his first, and Biagas will go to the line. McKenna will come back, or Fitzpatrick will come in as McKenna takes a seat. 3 seconds taken off the clock in that quick chunk of game. Still 42-35 in favor of North Penn. Biagas puts up his first, in and out. North Penn not making these first 3 free throws, but making their second. Biagas will drain the second. As Morris will bring up the ball for Bensalem. Jackson for 3. Jameson will control the ball. The ball will go out of bounds off of Bensalem. It looks like 3.8 seconds left. North Penn's going to win this one. 43-35 if they don't score anymore. So Jameson will sit there and hold. Chuck the long 3. Almost made it as the toilet paper rains down from the stands from the Blue Crew again. As this time last year about North Penn winning the Patriot Division. Some of the players throwing the toilet paper back up there. It's an all-around good game on both sides of the ball for both teams. A lot of fouls being called. Another parents. It was a real physical, tough game coming down to this fourth quarter. Just all over the place. North Penn's definitely going to go home tired, but they'll feel it good in their hearts because they won the Patriot Division title tonight here at North Penn. As they want to cut down the nets here, as Hall's hanging from the rim. As the Blue Crew and everybody else still waiting here. As the janitors come out to clean up the toilet paper. And here comes Wallace looking to go up to cut off the first part of the net. The whole team holding the ladder here for Wallace as he climbs up. He'll cut down the net as everybody stands around to watch it. And even more toilet paper still falls down. Wallace comes down from the ladder after cutting his rope off. Now it's time for Jay Jameson to take his turn to cut off that net. And the tradition of after winning a championship, they always cut down the net here. For this will be the second year in a row that North Penn has cut down this net. You see Steve Riley taking his snip off. As Mike McKenna heads up, take his piece of the victory, cutting his strand of the net. The net will be placed here in these glass showcases to commemorate that North Penn have a 21-1 season so far, as they still have 2 more games to make up. But clinching tonight the Patriot Division title. Score, as you can see on your screen, 43-35 as Fitzpatrick will go up and cut off this strand. Khalil Martin going up, taking his piece of the net off. That was Hebner taking his, and Patrick goes up, cuts his strand off. Andrew Seitz cutting his part of the net down. And Mike Hauser going up to cut his part off. As everybody on this varsity squad gets to take home a piece of this victory tonight. With them, I guess this moment will last forever. As David Hall goes up to cut his strand off. He'll take 2 down. And Biagas, definitely the team leader here for North Penn. Or we're going to have Wallace. Oh, they're both going to come up and cut this last strand off. As 2 deserving seniors getting to cut the last and final rope. As everybody cheers here in the house. And the net comes down here at North Penn tonight, with North Penn winning by the score of 43-45. I'm Brian Clementis from North Penn TV Sports. Have a good night.